Have you ever felt a hidden power deep within you? Something profoundly transformative, stirring and waiting to awaken. This isn't mere fantasy or an old mystical idea. This is the tangible reality of Kundalini energy. For thousands of years, spiritual seekers from every corner of the world have spoken of this force, a power that can awaken your true potential and connect you to a higher state of being. In this video, you are going to discover the full story of Kundalini energy. We'll move beyond surface-level definitions and hype, delving into the deep spiritual truths that every seeker, meditator, and spiritualist absolutely must know. We'll explore what Kundalini truly is, where this powerful energy originates, how it behaves when it awakens, and its profound implications for your physical, emotional, and spiritual life. Our journey will cover ancient wisdom, the undeniable signs of awakening, the incredible benefits it offers, and the often ignored hidden dangers. If you've ever felt a flicker of curiosity about spiritual energy, experienced moments of powerful stirring within, or are simply on a path of inner growth and consciousness, then this video will provide you with unparalleled clarity, insight, and a new level of understanding. So, take a deep breath, remain open, and get ready to unlock the ancient force within you. The full story of Kundalini energy begins now. What is Kundalini energy? Kundalini energy stands as one of the most powerful and mysterious forces in the realm of spirituality. It is frequently described as a dormant energy, coiled like a serpent at the base of the spine, specifically within the Muladhara, root chakra, patiently awaiting the moment of its awakening. The word Kundalini originates from ancient Sanskrit, meaning coiled or spiral, a perfect description of how this energy is believed to rest, curled tightly like a serpent at the spine's base. This symbolic imagery highlights the immense potential residing within each of us, an unactivated energy holding the key to higher states of awareness, deeper self-understanding, and profound transformation. Kundalini is more than just physical energy. It is spiritual in nature, deeply intertwined with consciousness. It is widely believed to be the divine feminine energy, also known as Shakti, dormant within every human being. When awakened, this energy rises upward through the 7 chakras, activating and purifying each one, ultimately leading to a state of enlightenment or union with the divine. Unlike the everyday physical energy we use for movement, thought, and action, Kundalini energy is subtler, operating on a different plane. It is considered the source of all spiritual experience and realization, connecting the physical body with the spiritual body, linking our material existence to the infinite field of consciousness. As Kundalini rises, individuals may experience heightened awareness, vivid visions, spiritual insight, and a deep sense of connection with the universe. However, in its dormant state, this energy silently holds its potential, waiting until the individual is ready, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, for its awakening. In many traditions, the awakening of Kundalini is considered the ultimate spiritual achievement, the path that transforms ordinary human consciousness into divine awareness. This is precisely why it is held with such reverence, respect, and indeed, caution. To truly grasp Kundalini is to understand that we are far more than our thoughts, emotions, or physical bodies. We are vessels of divine potential, and Kundalini is the sacred energy that reminds us of our deepest true selves. The ancient roots of Kundalini. To understand Kundalini energy more profoundly, we must journey back to the ancient civilizations, where this profound knowledge was first recorded. Kundalini is far from a new concept. Its roots are deeply embedded in the oldest spiritual traditions of India, particularly within the teachings of Tantra Yoga and Vedanta. In the ancient Vedic texts and Upanishads, there are subtle yet clear references to a divine energy within the human body, an energy that, when awakened, leads to liberation and unity with the higher self. The earliest explicit mentions of Kundalini appeared over 3,000 years ago, describing it as a serpent power residing at the base of the spine, poised to rise and merge with the crown chakra at the top of the head. Tantric teachings, which delve more deeply into the nature of the subtle body, provided the most detailed explanations of Kundalini. These teachings introduce the intricate chakra system, the energy channels known as nadis, and the specific practices required to awaken this inner force. In this view, Kundalini is seen as Shakti, the feminine divine force, seeking to unite with Shiva, the masculine consciousness resting at the crown of the head. This symbolic union represents the realization of full spiritual awareness. However, the knowledge of Kundalini is not exclusive to India. A closer look reveals similar ideas across numerous other spiritual traditions worldwide. In Chinese Taoism, the concept of inner alchemy speaks of energy rising through the spine to reach the crown. Ancient Egyptian mystery schools saw priests and initiates practicing secret rituals to awaken the inner life force. Even within Christianity, though the language differs, the mystical experiences of saints often mirror symptoms of a Kundalini awakening. Intense light, inner fire, spiritual ecstasy, the descent of the Holy Spirit, all describing a similar energy, a movement of divine power transforming the soul. In the Kabbalistic teachings of Jewish mysticism, the Tree of Life symbolizes a path of spiritual ascent, with energy flowing from the base to the divine realm above. And in Sufism, the mystical branch of Islam, the spinning dances of the dervishes and deep meditative chants are methods to awaken inner energy and transcend the ego. What this universality shows us is that Kundalini, despite its different names and symbols across cultures, points to a timeless, universal truth. Across ages and belief systems, mystics, sages, and spiritual seekers have all discovered the same inherent potential, the same sacred energy. Whether they called it chi, prana, ruach, or spirit, they were speaking of the same fundamental force. Thus, when we speak of Kundalini today, we are tapping into an ancient and global wisdom, a lineage that connects us with those who came before, who explored the depths of human consciousness and found the divine light within. Signs of Kundalini awakening. When Kundalini begins to awaken within you, it rarely happens in silence. It announces itself in myriad ways, through your body, your mind, your emotions, and your spirit. This awakening can be subtle or intense, gentle or overwhelming, but it always leaves undeniable signs, signals that something powerful and sacred is beginning to stir inside you. One of the first and most common signs is a sudden surge of energy rising from the base of the spine. This may manifest as heat, vibration, or even a current of electricity moving upward. This indicates the early movement of the coiled energy as it begins to unroll and ascend. You might also experience tingling sensations in various parts of your body, particularly along the spine, in the hands, feet, or at the crown of the head. These sensations signify that your energy channels, or nadis, are being activated and cleansed, paving the way for the full flow of Kundalini. Alongside physical sensations, unexpected emotional waves may arise. Old memories, buried traumas, deep-seated fears, or moments of unexplained sadness or joy can surface. This is a crucial part of the purification process, as Kundalini brings hidden emotions to the surface for release and healing. Your mind, too, may begin to shift. Thoughts might become remarkably clearer or, conversely, more chaotic, depending on your level of inner balance. Some individuals report moments of profound silence, as if the mind has completely stilled. Others experience sudden downloads of insight, wisdom, or spiritual truth, feeling guided by a higher intelligence. You might also begin to have vivid dreams or visions, symbols appearing during meditation, flashes of light behind closed eyes, or a distinct sense of connection with other dimensions or higher realms. These are spiritual indicators that your inner world is expanding, and your consciousness is being lifted beyond the limits of the material world. A strong desire for solitude and introspection may naturally arise. You might feel drawn to nature, silence, meditation, or spiritual study. Old beliefs, habits, and even your lifestyle may come into question. driven by an inner knowing that there is more to life than what you've been taught. The goal is not to chase these signs, but to remain grounded, centered, and aware, allowing the energy to rise naturally and safely. These signs are not merely symptoms. They are messages from your soul, whispers from the divine, signaling that something extraordinary is unfolding within you. This sacred energy of Kundalini has begun to awaken, and your transformation has already commenced. The risks and challenges of Kundalini awakening. While Kundalini awakening is often celebrated as a beautiful and transformative experience, it is vital to understand that it also comes with very real risks and challenges. This energy is incredibly powerful, and when awakened suddenly or without proper preparation, it can become overwhelming for the mind, body, and emotions. Many ancient traditions strongly emphasize that Kundalini should only be awakened under the guidance of a knowledgeable teacher, someone who deeply understands this energy and can safely navigate its complexities. Without such guidance, individuals may experience what is known as a spiritual emergency, a state where the awakening process feels more like a crisis than a blessing. One of the primary challenges is physical discomfort. As Kundalini begins to rise, it can cause intense heat or pressure in the spine, headaches, muscle spasms, or extreme fatigue. The nervous system is being activated in unprecedented ways, and the body may struggle to keep pace with the new energy flow. Emotionally, the experience can feel like a roller coaster. You might be filled with joy one moment and crushed by sadness the next, as buried emotions are stirred and released. If someone is not emotionally stable or has unresolved trauma, this process can feel confusing and intensely painful, leading to feelings of being lost or overwhelmed, rather than awakened. Mentally, some people experience what can appear as confusion, racing thoughts, disconnection from reality, or even hallucinations. These are not signs of madness, but rather indications that the ego is being profoundly challenged, and the mind is struggling to surrender control to a higher force. Without proper support, this stage can be terrifying. Socially, you might feel isolated. As the awakening deepens, your interests may shift dramatically, your relationships might change, and those around you may not understand what you are experiencing. This can lead to feelings of loneliness or alienation, especially if there is no spiritual community to lean on. There is also the subtle challenge of spiritual pride. When individuals experience the power of Kundalini, they may begin to feel superior, as if they are more awakened than others. This is a subtle ego trap, using spiritual growth to reinforce identity, and it can significantly block true transformation if left unchecked. Another major risk is becoming obsessed with the experience itself, chasing the highs, the visions, the energy rushes, and forgetting the true purpose of Kundalini, which is to dissolve the ego and unite with the divine. The goal is not spiritual fireworks, but to cultivate a life lived with awareness, humility, and love. If the energy rises too quickly, or encounters blockages in the chakras, it can create imbalance, potentially leading to physical illness, emotional distress, or spiritual confusion. This is precisely why practices like grounding, meditation, a healthy diet, and breathwork are essential. They help the body adjust and integrate the energy in a safe and balanced way. In summary, while Kundalini awakening holds incredible promise, it demands respect, patience, and deep self-awareness. This is not a journey to be rushed, nor is it a game or a passing trend. It is sacred work that involves every part of your being. Those who walk this path must be prepared not only for the light but also for the shadow, not just for the bliss, but also for the burning away of everything that is not true. And in that sacred fire, true transformation begins, not always easy, but always worth it for those who genuinely seek the truth. The benefits of Kundalini awakening. When Kundalini energy awakens and begins to flow harmoniously through the body and spirit, it opens the door to a profound range of benefits that extend far beyond the physical realm. This is not just about energy rising through the spine. It is about the awakening of your true self, your highest potential, and your deep connection to something divine. One of the first and most beautiful benefits is a profound sense of inner peace. You become less affected by external chaos or emotional triggers because something within you remains calm and steady. It's like discovering an unshakable center within yourself, a still point that anchors you even amidst life's storms. Clarity of mind becomes significantly sharper. Thoughts become more focused. Mental fog begins to clear, and you start to perceive life from a higher, more insightful perspective. You understand your emotions more clearly, become more aware of your own patterns and behaviors, and most importantly, you begin to respond to life consciously instead of merely reacting to it. Another remarkable benefit is heightened intuition. As Kundalini awakens, the higher energy centers open, strengthening your connection to your inner knowing. You might start to sense things before they happen, feel the truth behind people's words, and receive clear guidance from your higher self, or even divine sources. Physically, your body may feel more vibrant and alive, because the energy that was once dormant is now nourishing your organs, cells, and nervous system. You may notice improved health, better sleep, stronger immunity, and a sense of lightness or vitality you haven't felt in years. Emotionally, you become more balanced, less controlled by fear, anxiety, or anger, and more open to compassion, forgiveness, and love. Your heart begins to heal from past wounds, and you start to feel connected to others in a profoundly deeper way. You begin to recognize the divine essence in everyone you meet. A profound sense of purpose also begins to arise as Kundalini clears away illusions and false identities. You start to understand your true reason for being here, feeling drawn to serve, create, teach, heal, or simply live in alignment with your soul's mission. This deep sense of purpose fills your life with unparalleled meaning. Spiritually, the awakening often leads to mystical experiences. You may feel a profound oneness with the universe, a direct connection to divine intelligence, or even moments of complete ego dissolution where you merge with the source of all existence. These moments are not fantasy. They are genuine glimpses of the truth beyond the veil of ordinary life. Your creativity expands effortlessly. Ideas flow with ease, and you become more expressive, more inspired, more in tune with the very energy of creation itself. Whether expressed through art, music, writing, or simply how you live your daily life, Kundalini awakens the inner artist, the inner visionary. Relationships also undergo a beautiful transformation. You are no longer seeking others to fill an emptiness within you. Instead, you are overflowing with energy, love, and presence. This naturally attracts people who resonate with your true self, forming deeper connections based not on need, but on truth and authenticity. And finally, you begin to live with unwavering awareness. Every moment becomes sacred. Even the ordinary becomes extraordinary because you are no longer asleep. You are awake to the miracle of existence, and this state of heightened consciousness becomes your natural way of being. These benefits are not merely spiritual, they are incredibly practical. They profoundly shape how you live, how you love, and how you lead. Kundalini awakening is not an escape from life. It is a deep and powerful return to it, fully alive, fully aware, and fully connected to the truth of who you are. Preparing for Kundalini awakening. Before you even consider awakening Kundalini, it is absolutely essential to understand that preparation is key. Kundalini is an incredibly powerful and transformative force that demands careful handling. The more prepared you are, the safer and more beneficial your awakening will be. Attempting to rush or force the process can lead to imbalance, confusion, and even significant physical or mental health challenges. The very first step in preparation is building a strong foundation, which comes through regular meditation, yoga, and mindfulness practices. These disciplines help to balance your energy and create a stable, grounded inner environment, which is crucial for safely awakening Kundalini. Yoga, especially the practice of asanas, helps to open and align your chakras, ensuring your body is strong and flexible enough to handle the rising energy. Breath work, or pranayama, is also critical in this process. It teaches you to control your breath and, by extension, your life force energy. As you breathe deeply and slowly, you begin to circulate prana throughout your body, preparing your system for the more intense energy that accompanies Kundalini awakening. Pranayama practices like alternate nostril breathing, nadi shodhana, or kapalabhati, can help clear blockages and further prepare your body and mind. Establishing a daily meditation routine is paramount. Meditation is the fundamental tool that allows you to connect with your inner self. It calms the mind, opens the heart, and helps you stay centered when Kundalini begins to rise. Meditation enables you to witness the experience without becoming overwhelmed by it. Regular practice develops the mindfulness necessary to remain present with your emotions and energy as they emerge. In addition to meditation, cultivating emotional and mental balance is essential. Kundalini energy will inevitably bring up unresolved emotions, past traumas, and hidden fears. If your mind and heart are unprepared to face these issues, they can become overwhelming. Practicing emotional healing techniques such as journaling, engaging in therapy, or simply allowing yourself to feel and release difficult emotions will help you process these feelings in a safe and healthy way. Another key preparation is cleansing your body. Physical detoxification is important to support the energetic system during Kundalini awakening. Eating a clean, plant-based diet, drinking plenty of water, and engaging in regular physical activity all contribute to clearing the energy channels in your body. Detoxifying the body not only makes you physically lighter, but also creates optimal space for energy to flow freely. It is also incredibly helpful to learn about the chakras and how they function. Kundalini energy moves through the chakras as it ascends the spine, and each chakra is associated with different emotional, mental, and spiritual aspects of your life. If your chakras are blocked, the rising energy may become stuck, causing discomfort or imbalance. Working on unblocking the chakras through practices like yoga, sound healing, or energy healing will support the smooth flow of energy during the awakening process. Finding a teacher or a spiritual community can provide crucial guidance during the awakening process. Kundalini awakening is not something to undergo alone. Having a teacher who understands the intricacies of this process can be incredibly helpful, offering support, advice, and teachings that will guide you safely. A community of like-minded individuals will also provide the emotional support and understanding you need as you navigate this profound journey. As you prepare for the awakening process, it is also vital to cultivate patience and humility. Kundalini is not something to be forced. It is not a goal to be reached, but a process to be experienced. It is crucial to trust the timing of your own unique journey. Allow the energy to rise naturally. Do not attempt to control it or force it to happen faster than it should. The awakening process may take time, and it is important to honor your body and spirit as they adjust to these significant changes. Lastly, grounding practices are absolutely essential when it comes to safely awakening Kundalini. Grounding helps you stay connected to the earth, to your physical body, and to the present moment. Walking barefoot on the earth, spending time in nature, or practicing specific grounding meditations can help you stay centered as the energy rises within you. Without grounding, the energy can feel overwhelming, so make sure to integrate grounding techniques into your daily routine. In conclusion, safely awakening Kundalini requires a balanced approach, profound patience, and deep respect for this powerful energy. Prepare your body, mind, and spirit through regular practice, emotional healing, and consistent grounding techniques. Trust that when the time is truly right, the energy will awaken in its own perfect timing, bringing with it profound transformation, peace, and unparalleled spiritual growth. Conclusion: the journey continues. As we come to the end of this comprehensive journey into the world of Kundalini energy, it's vital to remember that awakening Kundalini is not merely about experiencing intense spiritual phenomena. At its heart, it's about real transformation. deep and profound healing, and a powerful reconnection with the very essence of who you truly are. This incredible process is not something that can be rushed or forced. Instead, it unfolds organically and naturally when the time is genuinely right for your unique system. Throughout this video, we've thoroughly explored the core elements of Kundalini energy, from its ancient origins rooted in spiritual traditions stretching back millennia, to the distinct signs that indicate an awakening. We've also openly discussed the significant challenges and potential risks involved, alongside providing clear guidance on how to approach this process in a safe, balanced, and deeply mindful way. It is now clear that Kundalini energy is a profound force, possessing the immense power to change your life in ways you might not have even imagined at first. It is crucial to internalize that the awakening of this energy should always be treated with the utmost reverence and care. This journey isn't about seeking dramatic experiences or achieving a certain spiritual status. Rather, it is fundamentally about aligning with your authentic self and wholeheartedly embracing the comprehensive transformation that accompanies it. As you continue to work with this energy, always remember to approach it with patience, humility, and profound respect. If you decide to embark on this path, know that you are undertaking a sacred journey of immense personal growth, heightened self-awareness, and a truly profound spiritual awakening. But also understand that this is not the ultimate end of the journey. It is, in fact, only the beginning. The path of Kundalini awakening leads to a life filled with greater clarity, enduring peace, and a deeper understanding as you continually open yourself to the deeper, more sublime truths of existence. As you continue to prepare yourself for the awakening, make sure to remain grounded. Keep nurturing your body, mind, and spirit, and trust the inherent wisdom of the process. Remember that the energy will rise when you are truly ready, and with it, you will experience the profound and lasting benefits of true spiritual awakening. To summarize, Kundalini energy is far more than just a concept. It is a living, transformative experience that can bring about deep spiritual growth. The key lies in approaching it with unwavering respect, immense patience, and consistent mindfulness. Whether you've already begun your journey or you're just considering its possibility, always remember that your well-being is the most important thing. Never push yourself into an experience for which you are not genuinely prepared. Always listen to the innate wisdom of your body and implicitly trust your intuition. So, whether you're just beginning to explore the concept of Kundalini or you're already feeling its subtle stirrings within you, take it one step at a time. Be gentle with yourself and allow this magnificent energy to gently guide you towards greater understanding, deeper connection, and an unshakable inner peace. With time, you will come to realize that the journey itself is every bit as beautiful and revelatory as the awakening itself. Thank you for joining me in exploring the full story of Kundalini energy. May your journey be forever filled with wisdom, peace, and boundless awakening. Take care, and remember to stay grounded, stay centered, and always be true to yourself.